Oh, bit of wind, bit of wind. Didn't test about the wind. Well, let's just jump straight into it, I guess. This is going to be a review of the Komine Moulded Saddlebag. Oh, bit of wind, bit of wind. Didn't test about the wind. I hope to have done this in a more secure location, but I'm on a side road. Everywhere I went was just too muddy, so I've picked about as secure a location as I can. So yeah, this will be a review of some saddlebags that I received as a Christmas gift. I should have got them actually last year, but they didn't arrive. I've got like a whole rant planned for eBay, but there we go. Man, this road is a lot busier than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I got these saddlebags for Christmas, and I'll just give a quick walk around maybe. Try and blur out. So that's how they fit on the back of the bike. So I've not really looked into saddlebags very much. These are purely purchased on price point, as a lot of things I tend to buy are. These are the better lookings of the ones, so I kind of hope that they would be okay, and I think they are. Yeah, man, like they're pretty cool. I think when I've looked at it next to the bike and on the bike, they look pretty cool. The only thing I don't really get, someone does live here. The only thing I don't really get is the Velcro strap on the top, and I'll talk about that in a little while. But yeah, these are 29 litre panniers, and they expand to about 58 litres. They don't appear to do like a tail bag or any tank bags or anything like that, so this is the only product that they do in terms of luggage that I can see. It'd be nice to have, you know, the matching set, I guess, because also like me, I would prefer, you know, matching sets and that sort of thing, but you know, I've got my eye on some other sort of tank bags and stuff and towel bags that should complement it at the very least. So I'll show you how some of it's attached together, and I'll show you some of the sort of insides and the capacity and thing. So this particular video I was going to plan on doing anyway, but I've had an approach from Epic Adam, and he's got some plans for some tours as well, so this is more probably for him at the moment, but hopefully it'll be useful to other people as well. So let's just take a little bit more closer look. So you'll have to bear with me, I haven't got any vlogging cameras set up, I've just got my Sony. Excuse the sniffling as well, because I'm just getting over some coughs and colds and things. So in terms of opening, zip function, access from the top, and inside we have a number of straps that come with it, and I'll explain some of those in a little bit. Let's see if I can just get in there a little bit more. So we've got like a little net curtain here, so that we can put some things to store. And then there's like it says neoprene, but it's not a neoprene, but it's more like a rigid piece of plastic that holds the bottom out. I'll put my gloves in there. This bit's quite comfy here. Overall, I think it's not so bad. Considering the price point for 30 quid, there's 29 litres of stuff in there. Now, apparently, on an image that I saw, you can fit a helmet in if you expand it, so let's just try that. So it's expanded out capacity. It says, yeah, you know, there was an image in there, it fitted a helmet in, but will it tie up? That is the question. Let's see if we can tie this up. No, hang on a sec. Okay, so yeah, expanded. It can actually fit a helmet quite comfortably. You've got to use two hands to do the zip up, but just to show you. So yeah, that's actually not that bad. Better than I was expecting. I didn't think that image was true. You know, it's come from China, for God's sake, probably. So, you know, those advertisements I like for authenticity. So yeah, this is it in its expanded form, and that is approximately 29 litres. according to descriptions online. You can see here it's not quite straight, and it'll bend round the fairing. If I can just get, it'll bend round the fairing there, as you can see. So in that regard, it's not as good as perhaps the rugged boxes that you would get, that you would normally use, but I think for sort of nipping around town and stuff like that, putting some shopping in, I think that'll be more than fine. Excuse me. So yeah, that's one of the bags there. You do get a number of straps to use to affix this to your bike. Again, I've not really sort of had any other experience of this, so whether you can get like a frame, a bespoke frame, build one, or just like a universal one that you can attach to your bike. I guess like the Givy or the Jivy frames will work, but this was purchased purely on the point that, you know, it gets me into the whole sort of touring situation. If I like it, then I might invest in some more expensive things. Like, I'll go on to this at another point in time, I guess, but I don't buy expensive things because when I buy expensive things, they don't get looked after very well, and it's not because I'm stupid. Well, I am stupid, but I'm just a bit careless sometimes. So if things are really expensive and they get like a knock or a graze or something like that, then I get a bit annoyed. So for 30 quid, I'm not bothered if these get mucked up. But on the converse side sort of thing, you know, you get straps to attach them to it rather than a frame. So I'll just perhaps go through some of the frames here, the straps here. These two straps here are used to affix it onto the frame itself, and I've got an example right here. So as you can see here, it's wrapped around my foot peg, and then there's a clip that goes onto the back of the pannier itself. Again, excuse the noise, this road's been a lot busier than I thought it was going to be. And then, you know, depending on the configuration of your bike, you might need to use the other two to attach it somewhere else. Now what I've done is actually a little strap on the back side of it here, and it doesn't really attach to anything, but you can use that to attach it to other parts of your bike. And I've used it to do, what is this thing, man? Is it like a helmet strap thing or a luggage rack thing? I don't know, but I've attached it to this, and that seems to hold it quite firm, really. It'll be even firmer when I use the proper straps to go under the seat and over the seat, and I'll show you that shortly. Okay, so I fitted the strap, and what would normally happen is that this hoop would sort of go sort of under the seat like that, and then then the straps come out here and they get fed through this hole with one of the clips sort of on that side, and then the other side of the clip gets threaded through this hole, so that is then attached to this Velcro strap that's attached to the seat, and it's like extra stability and stuff. I'm not sure I've got this right, if I'm honest. Yeah, I mean, I can't do that with one hand, but it would go in like that. You get two of these, and there's two sort of strap holes there. I don't like the look of it personally. This one's okay. Let me just okay, so I've clipped that in there. This one's okay. It looks kind of quite tidy, but this one's like all over the shop, man. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. And that's the bit where you tighten it all up, and it gets all sort of, this bit's twisted. It's like it comes twisted. I don't know if it's the same on the other one. It's actually not. It's actually not the same on this one. So maybe I've mucked something up there, but it just, to me, it doesn't feel the best. What I'm actually going to do is just going to get some separate luggage straps that you'd get for like your holidays and put on suitcases, and replace them, because I don't. They probably serve the purpose and they work and everyone uses them, but I just don't like them. They're too clunky. So I'm not going to use these, if I'm honest, but you get those straps as well, and the idea is that it fits under the seat, and then the two bits come through here, and one threads through like that, and just adds more security, attaching it to the seat and the bike. Can I do this with one hand? Can I do this with one hand? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. So you see there, like, it's just extra stuff. Why is it like that? Whereas this one, it's not. It's a little bit more cleaner once I've tightened it up. So yeah, there's some of the strap placements really. In terms of doing up, let's see if I can do this in a good way for everyone to see. Once it's like tightened up to the bike, it does do up okay, and then there's like a little Velcro strap underneath there, so it does sort of keep it a little bit more airtight. Question I had was waterproofness, and it did come with that, and I'll just show you how that works now. So yeah, essentially you get a little JD sports bag that you can put over the top. There's two pulleys to tie things tight around. If I can just get up to the back, that's better. Yeah, so these just sort of fit over quite snugly, in fact. It's a little bit difficult to get on, and then you just pull the tassels tight. This extra bit is just air, but obviously, you know, pads out for when you've got the expanded section on. Just again, can't do this with one hand, I'm afraid. But there you go. You got your little pulley system just to keep that on there. Now, that is actually, it's really, really, really snug, and I think you'll be pretty annoyed if you've got to put that on in the rain. So you kind of, in my opinion, I think you're going to have to sort of put it on at the beginning, and if it rains, great, and if you need to get into it, let's hope you don't, kind of situation. Not sure what you can do about that, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, it comes with some waterproof bagging. Again, a downside to not having a rugged box, because they're largely waterproof, I would assume. You know, with this one, there's like an extra bit of faff to put on to make it waterproof. But otherwise, you know, it came prepared, and it's sort of easy to put on. The fact that it's snug, to me, is good in that it won't sort of fall off, even if you don't do the tassels up really tight, the toggles. And it's actually got room there for the expanded section as well, so that's actually quite a bit of good forethought. Cool, okay, so those are some of the basic sort of things that come with it, and my first thoughts on how to sort of do things. What I might attempt to do is just put the camera down and just show you how quickly it is to set up, I guess. Again, rugged boxes, proper luggage racks and stuff like that, I guess you just clip on. I've seen those a few times, so you know there is the ease and the speed there to use those. But in terms of this, you know, provided you've got your straps on and stuff correctly, it's not so bad. Yeah, one strap I did forget is one that just goes underneath to connect both the bottoms of the bags together. So you get that strap as well. So there's about 6 or 7 straps that you can use, again, for your configuration of your bike. You know, you should be able to set up something for everything, you know, every situation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just attempt to show you how it will be fixed. I'm just going to pop the camera down somewhere because it's just going to be easy for me to fix it that way. Some of the things are a little fiddlier, so I'll do those off camera. This strap here, that's the one that goes underneath the under tray, and that's the kind of strap and clips I would expect in place of these ones. Those ones look loads better, so that's kind of what I'm going to go for, in my opinion. Again, this is what suits me and makes me happy. You've given what you need and it all sort of works, so I'm just going to attempt to show you how that does now. Okay, so kind of first thing first is I just put the Velcro straps on, just to sort of get it in the rough position. This is the configuration that works for my bike, just because I've got the tabs at the back here that attach to the helmet rack and stuff. So just put these on loosely for the time being. That's fucking okay. So first things first, I'm only going to put one of these on because fucking hate them. So if I just stretch that. So it kind of goes on like this. So you've got your two little bits that hang out like that. Okay. Then I have velcroed two panniers together using this centre strap, just to sort of give me a good idea where it's going to need to be and placed. And then thread two clips through, and then thread them through the pannier attachment there. Through the first hole, through the strap, the velcro strap, and through the second hole, through the pannier. Yeah, you've got to do a bit of bloody jiggery poker to get this thing. Look at it. So those two are on there. That's attached to the bike. You can tighten these up there, and you know, it'd make it pretty solid on the seat itself. So with these clips, I'm just going to attach them here on my really dirty pillion peg. And it's just simple, thread it through knot. Now, what you are going to have to do eventually is pull these tight, and then this one's flapping dangerously close towards the chain. So you know, do whatever you need to do, thread it through again and wrap it round. That's what I did. It didn't look all that finessed, but it did the job. So I'll just do the one on the other side. Make sure you get them the right way round. There we go. That didn't clip, but it is in. Then what I would just do is use this flappy strap at the back, at the bottom, thread that through whatever hole you can. Again, on my bike I'm just doing it for actually gonna do. Let's just loosen this a little bit. Just get my hand back there. Just thread it through. Pull that one tight. Do everything back up. And then just adjust it to tightness as needed. The last one to go on is the strap. It attaches them both to each other underneath. This one's already been pre-extended, I guess. And that's it. There is a bit of wobble left. I've done them as tight as I can. I don't think they're not going to come off. When they're full of stuff, it's going to be weighted down, so it won't be so bad. So yeah, what I would say is, with this strap at the back that I've attached on, just watch, because even if you're not using that strap to attach it to your bike, the clip that it threads through touches my fairing, and my fairing's chipped and buggery. So I'm probably going to get some sort of, don't know, some neoprene or some sort of cloth just to sort of put over that, like you would do a horse, right? Just to sort of alleviate that, because that's chipped it loads, man. I was really annoyed about that. I thought it was going to happen, but I didn't know until I took it all off. So that's it. It's a bit of a faff, I think, compared to sort of ruggage one. A luggage, yeah. It's a bit of a faff, I think, compared to a rugged luggage case. I was hoping for a lot more sort of quick detachments that I could get into a campsite or a hotel or whatever I was doing on tour. So there is just a little bit of prep needed, but I think once you've got all the straps in the right place, it'll become second nature. And if you can leave them on, that's probably going to be, you know, preferred, isn't it? So I hope that was helpful to everyone. These are just sort of the first impressions that I've got of it. I've not actually been anywhere with it. I've not actually put anything in it in terms of produce or camping equipment or anything like that. That's gonna come. I've actually already got the green light because I'm married now. You know, you need to ask these sorts of things. Adam, I hope that was somewhat insightful for you. If you've got any other questions, do message me and we can go through them, man. So there it is. The Komine? It says Kom-e-ney on the internet, but this one says Komine on the thing, so there we go. The moulded 58 litre Panniers. I guess I'll give it one last just walk around just to see how it fits. There's the branding. Yeah, and that's how it fits. What I would want is some straps to go underneath there as well, with clips that would then attach to the tank bag. But I think you can get quite a wide spanning tail bag, and then obviously you get a tank bag as well. You know, again, this is bought for price point, not for convenience, it seems. So yeah, if you are buying these, just be aware that there's a bit of fiddling around getting the straps together and stuff like that. But otherwise, I think they're great. You know, that's pretty hard moulded. That's pretty cool. There's a neoprene. Well, it says neoprene. It's a bit of plastic that sort of curves around and keeps that held up together. I think, you know, for a couple of days away, a week away, it's not going to be that bad if you've got the other bits. So